Hey everyone, before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more stories like this. You assured me the family cruise was set for all of us. I pointed out, hold on, seems we overlooked that you've got kids. My sister shot back from the pier. So I logged into the app, canceled cabin access, and requested a full refund. 20 minutes later, my sister was fuming. What have you done? I responded, I'm Marcus, 36, the eldest, the problem solver, the one who knows the customer service hotline by heart and the quickest way to reach a real person. I manage project logistics, which is just a polished way of saying I tame chaos. I've got 2 kids, Nora, 8, and Theo, 5. I'm divorced, but my ex and I are on good terms. Every birthday, every school form, every late night printer jam crisis, people turn to me. I'm the one who shows up. That Saturday morning, I arrived at the port with 2 small backpacks, 2 thrilled kids, and a tightness in my chest I chalked up to too much coffee. All week, the family group chat had been buzzing. Memes, dress code tips, cracks about packing on pounds at the buffet. I told myself the unease was just pre-trip jitters. First major family getaway since the split. First time my parents, sister, and I would share space beyond a hurried brunch. We wheeled our luggage past families snapping photos under a massive banner. Nora gripped my hand. Dad, can we hit the pool right away? Theo bounced like a coiled spring. Can I see the slide? Right now. We spotted my sister leaning against the dock railing. Jenna, for years younger, sporting oversized sunglasses and even bigger attitude. She saw me and gave that 2-finger wave that screams, I'm too busy being fabulous. I kept my tone even. You said the cruise was booked for everyone. Connected cabins, 1 for me and the kids. 1 for you, 1 for mom and dad. Jenna's smile didn't touch her eyes. Whoops, she said, her mouth twisting like she'd bitten into something sour and expected applause. We forgot about your kids. I chuckled, thinking it was a joke, until it wasn't. Come again, I said. They flagged the kids, she replied, as if discussing misplaced bags. The itinerary shifted. The block we got has an adults-only pool deck restriction. No biggie. There's a kids' club waitlist. Waitlist. Nora's smile faded. Theo's hand grew clammy in mine. Jenna shrugged. Just for the first few days. You'll sort it out. We already submitted our boarding forms. Mom appeared, fussing with her cardigan like she could smooth over the moment. Marcus, don't cause a fuss, she said. I'm just trying to understand, I replied. Who made the bookings? Jenna's smile turned brighter, faker. They wanted 1 point of contact, and you're always so swamped. So I took care of it. I noticed the cruise line bracelet on her wrist, a tiny silver ship glinting, matching the ones on mom and dad. The kind you get after checking in. My kids had no bracelets. Neither did I. Where are our passes? I asked. Jenna tilted her head. Oh, about that, the system wouldn't let me add kids to our block. You know how these packages work. Just swing by guest services. They might squeeze you in. We're already pre-boarding for the spa tour. Theo tugged my sleeve. Dad, do we get bracelets? I glanced at my sister, the ship, the line of families moving forward, and the locked expression on Jenna's face, one I recognized from childhood. We decided without you. Why didn't you call me? I asked. Her lip twitched. Every time I do, you lecture me. I thought you'd appreciate being left out. Dad loomed behind Mom, hands in pockets, voice heavy. Son, drop it. We'll miss our slot. Nora's voice was tiny. Are we not going? Jenna leaned in, sunglasses flashing. It's just logistics, Marcus. Don't overreact. I stared at the ship, the scent of fuel and gulls in the air, the kids' backpacks heavy in my hands. 20 minutes later, Jenna texted the group chat, boarded. Drinks. I didn't respond. I watched the waves hit the dock, a stillness settling inside me. Theo whispered, Daddy. I knelt to his level, smoothing his hair. We're fine, I said. I promise. A loudspeaker crackled. Cheers erupted. The ship's horn blasted. We forgot you had kids, I muttered, the words sticking in my throat. My phone buzzed, not a text, but a charge notification. I remembered who paid the deposit. I stood still, watching the ship, letting the quiet solidify into a choice that would reshape my year. It didn't begin at the dock. It never does. It starts in quieter moments with softer voices. When Dad had surgery last year, I took leave, sleeping on a hospital chair that felt like a metal rack. Jenna posted a black and white photo of herself holding his hand, captioned, "Family is everything," racking up 200 likes. I handled his wound care and found a pharmacy with cheaper generics. No likes for that. No emoji for spreadsheets. Growing up, Jenna mastered being the favorite, bold, charismatic, self-promoting. I learned to be the fixer. Leaky faucet? I fixed it. School form mix-up? I wrote the email. Money tight? I worked side gigs, quietly transferring cash to Mom's account. When Jenna's car was repossessed, I covered the fees just this once. 3 times. We called it family. Really, I was the buffer. The cruise idea sparked from Mom's 70th birthday. "We should all go," Jenna declared in the chat, sharing a slick video of sunsets and water slides. "Group rate if we book this week." It's a steal. I crunched the numbers. I can manage if the kids are included. 2 connected cabins. "I'll cover mine and put down the deposit today." Jenna replied with balloon emojis. "Hero." I paid the deposit on my card. The cruise line split it into payments, booking fee now, balance later. I asked for receipts to be sent to me. Jenna said the system was glitchy and asked to be the primary contact for forms. I agreed, swamped with work and trusting family shouldn't need a contract. 2 days later, she added a surprise private beach day. "My gift," she wrote, attaching a photo of cabanas with gauzy curtains. I asked if kids were allowed. She sent a winky face. "They'll love the sand." Small things started shifting. She changed our dinner to late seating, earlies for toddlers. She switched our floor because Mom gets seasick lower down. Each tweak hit my card as a small adjustment. I didn't fight it. I was exhausted. Then came the group chat nudge. "Marcus, can you cover gratuities up front? Easier if one person does it." Jenna promised. "I'll Venmo you later." I typed and deleted 3 times. "Fine, I'll pay. But I need everyone's share before the final payment." Mom chimed in. "You know we're good for it." We weren't. I was raised to keep the peace. I paid the balance, set reminders to collect, sent polite prompts. Jenna sent gifts of ducks in sunglasses. "After payday," she said. Payday passed. 3 weeks out, Jenna messaged me privately. "Quick thing. The ship upgraded our block to the Serenity deck for Mom's birthday story." "Sweet, right?" "Serenity deck's adults only, Jenna," I replied. "The kids. 8 hours later, they'll love the kids club. It's supervised. Nora's fine. Theo's close enough they'll bend the rules." "Close enough." I pushed. "It's fine," she snapped. "Stop overanalyzing." I called. No answer. Later, a chipper voice note. "Hey, just saw this at a nail appointment. You're overthinking. Let me handle the fun." You do whatever you do. 2 days later, my card was charged for priority boarding and welcome cocktails. "We don't drink." "Why'd you add that?" I texted. "It's the vibe," she replied. "Remove it," I said. "Already processed." "Relax." I sat at my kitchen table, budget open, kids coloring nearby, feeling a decision I didn't want to make take shape. I've always believed you can set boundaries without burning bridges. But what if the bridge only funnels your money to someone else? On Thursday, I met Mom for coffee. I tried to explain. "I want this to work, but the deck change splits us up. The kids are the priority. It's a family trip." Mom stirred her coffee like it was a chore. "Your sister planned everything. Just say thanks." "I paid," I said softly. She bristled. "Don't flaunt money." "I'm stating facts," I said. "We're on different floors. The kids can't access the pool with you." Mom sighed. "Can't you let Jenna have one nice thing without picking it apart?" It was surreal to hear one nice thing after years of me quietly patching gaps no one acknowledged. I shifted gears. "Let's just ensure we're together. I'll call guest services." Mom waved me off. "Marcus, stop. It's handled." Friday night, I packed the kids' swimsuits and 3 types of sunscreen, convincing myself I was overreacting. At 9 p.m., a new charge hit, cabin reassignment fee. I called Jenna. No answer. A minute later, a text. Can't talk. Spray tan. I didn't sleep. My gut felt like a clenched fist. At 5 a.m., I made pancakes, faking excitement. By 7, we were in the car. At 9:30, we rolled our suitcases to the dock. At 10:05, Jenna said, "Whoops, we forgot your kids," like they were a minor oversight. Worse, I wasn't just left out. I was set up to pay and vanish. My phone kept buzzing. $128 here, $56 there. Sail away cocktails, thermal suite passes, stateroom amenities, all on my card for a trip that excluded my kids. The issue wasn't the cruise. It was the pattern. Jenna decides, Marcus pays, mom approves. Dad says, don't make a scene. I swallowed it and it swallowed me. When Nora asked, do we get bracelets? Something in me snapped. Not like this, I said. I told myself not to lash out, not to blast the group chat or call Jenna out. Anger's easy to ignore. Facts aren't. I opened the cruise app. It was all there, the booking I funded, unapproved changes, Jenna as primary contact. A manage guest button. Another 4 onboard charges. A voicemail from Jenna, we're in the Champagne Lounge. Marcus, if you're not boarding, can you at least answer? They need your card for mom's internet package. Quick thanks. I ignored it. I tapped onboard charges. The list loaded. Cabin 9124. Jenna, $112 beverage credit, $0 due. Cabin 9122. Parents, $112 beverage credit, $0 due. Cabin 10136. Marcus, status pending, not checked in. I scrolled to an option I'd never noticed. Restrict spending and revoke cabin access for non-checked-in guests. It was tempting to hit it out of spite, but that wasn't the goal. The goal was principle. I'm not bankrolling a trip that erases my kids. Daddy. Nora tugged my sleeve. Are we in trouble? No, I said, we're fixing it. I walked to the dock's edge for better signal and called the cruise line. Hold music played. Theo pointed at a gull. A human answered. How can I assist the primary on a group booking? I explained the kids were excluded against the original terms. I paid the deposit in balance. I need to remove myself as sponsor for cabins not traveling with my party and request a refund for non-compliant changes. She verified my info, reviewed the record. I see adjustments by a secondary contact last week, including a switch to an adults-only deck. You're traveling with minors? Yes. A pause. I'm so sorry. That shouldn't have happened without primary approval. I can note a material change exception and submit the cabins you funded but aren't using for a refund, canceling their access until they repay. I imagine Jenna, bracelet gleaming, acting like she owned the ship. Proceed, I said. Be advised, she added, the other cabins will be notified their sponsorships removed. They can add a card immediately. If not, their keys won't work for staterooms or charges. It's not stranding them, it's making them pay their way. Exactly, I said, my hand steadying. Do it. As she processed, I opened the group chat. No yelling. I posted screenshots, the invoices, the adults-only note. I wrote, I paid for a family trip. You changed it to exclude my kids. I won't fund a vacation that sidelines them. I've withdrawn sponsorship. Add your own cards at the desk. If you want to talk, I'm at the dock with my kids for 30 minutes. Then we're making other plans. Instantly, replies flooded in. Mom, Marcus, stop the drama. Dad, we're on board. Don't embarrass yourself. Jenna, what did you do? I stayed silent. The rep returned. Mr. Hale, your payment methods removed from cabins 9122 and 9124. Refund request submitted for your cabin due to non-compliant changes. Confirmation emails coming. Thank you, I said, my voice steady but flat. My phone rang, Mom, Dad, unknown numbers, Jenna. A text from guest services. Your party needs you to fix the payment. I replied, no, Jenna's all caps hit. What did you do? I pictured her at the counter, smile gone, staff unimpressed. I replied plainly, I stopped paying for you. She sent a flurry of texts. Mom called from the gangway, voice sharp like I was a slacking employee. Come aboard. We'll talk in the lounge. I looked up, Jenna's sunglasses in her hair. Mom's staged indignation, Dad's hands still in pockets. No, I said. We talk here. Jenna rolled her eyes. You're so petty. Add the card back. You already paid. Why throw a tantrum now? Because there's no we in a trip that acts like my kids don't exist, I said. Admit it, Jenna. You switched to adults only. You knew. She hesitated, then deflected. The upgrade was a gift. Don't punish us for prioritizing Mom. Punish? I said, calm. You shifted the terms and expected my wallet to follow. You're ruining Mom's birthday, she snapped. A red banner popped up in the app. Sponsorship removed. Visit guest services. I screenshotted it for the chat. Dad raised his voice, the tone he uses when I stop being useful. Son, enough. Put the card back. We'll sort it later. My chest felt lighter, unfamiliar. Later's how we got here, I said. Jenna switched gears. If you don't fix this, we'll miss sail away. One mom crying. Theo piped up. Grandma doesn't cry. She yells. Nora squeezed my hand. Can we go now? That was the breaking point, not the refund, not the screenshots, but her words. Can we go now? It made the next step simple. I spoke quietly to the rep. If I cancel my cabin entirely due to the change, can I get a full refund? With my notes, yes, she said. Finalize it, I told her. And thank you. I hung up, looked at my family one last time. Marcus, Mom shouted. What did you do? I answered in my work voice, the one for people who think rules don't apply. I stopped treating my wallet like a shared ATM. Jenna's face tightened. You'll regret this. I smiled faintly. No, I'm getting lunch. I turned away from the ship's horn, the bracelets, the adults-only deck, the role I'd played since I was a kid. Be useful, pay up, stay quiet. I took my kids' hands and we walked. We didn't go home. I didn't want the day to feel like defeat. We drove 20 minutes to a motel with a weathered sign and a manager who handed over crayons without a word. I paid cash. The room smelled of salt and worn carpet. The kids bounced on the beds, giggling. We walked to a taco stand, salsa in plastic cups labeled hot, hotter, regret. Over lunch, Nora asked, are they mad? Yes, I said honest. Very mad. Did we do something wrong? Theo asked. No, I said. We set a boundary, like not letting someone cut the slide line. Exactly, Nora said. My phone buzzed all afternoon. Mom's guilt trips. Your poor mother's humiliated. Threats. We won't forget this. Dad's curt text. You need help. I'm disappointed. Jenna's accusations. Selfish. Petty. Grow up. Relatives chimed in and Aunt, your mom's in tears. A cousin. I wouldn't do that to my sister. Another, you stranded them. I replied once to the group. Staff explained how to add your own card. You chose not to. That's not stranding. That's being an adult. Then I muted notifications. 2 hours later, the cruise line emailed, refund initiated. Another, request approved due to material change. The numbers were clear: deposit, balance, taxes, fees. The key phrase, back to my card. By sunset, I booked a new plan. Not a cruise, but a 3-night cabin at a lakeside campground 2 hours away. Kayaks, fire pits, a coin-operated laundry. No bracelets, no restrictions. I texted my ex Elise. Plan changed. Can I keep the kids through Wednesday for something safe and fun? Her reply was instant, of course. Are they okay? They're good, I wrote. We all are. At the motel pool, Nora practiced floating, Theo mastered cannonballs. I sat on a plastic chair, thumb hovering over the group chat, the old urge to fix things twitching. If I opened it, I'd cave. If I caved, nothing would change. I set the phone face down and watched my kids. The next morning, we drove to the lake. The water gleamed like green glass. Ducks patrolled the shore like tiny security guards. We rented a kayak, the kids bickering over who got to yell captain. We ate peanut butter, sandwiches on the dock, trading bad knock-knock jokes. It was better than any buffet because it was ours. Meanwhile, the ship's drama spilled out. Jenna's friend Julia posted an Instagram story from a hallway. Of course this happens to us. Mom's voice in the background. We're family. Does that mean nothing? Another story. When guest services says you need your own card, but your brother ruins everything. A poll. Team Jenna or Team Scrooge? I didn't vote. A cousin DM'd me. They're saying you canceled the cruise because the kids couldn't swim in the quiet pool. I replied, they booked adults only without telling me. That was the plan. He sent, yikes. For what it's worth, I'm with you. By day 2, the family chat cracked. Dad grumbled about a la carte prices. Mom complained the internet was slow because Marcus always handled tech. Jenna posted a cocktail pic, caption unbothered, then 3 stories whining about lines. And Aunt posted, this could have been an email. I laughed too hard. On the second night, we made s'mores. Nora melted chocolate with precision. Theo torched his marshmallow, called it crunchy delicious. The kids smelled like campfire and sugar. My chest finally relaxed. Still, the pull of family stung in waves. I'd picture Mom's face, Dad's sigh, Jenna's pout, and anger would flare. Then I'd breathe, letting it pass. My therapist, yes, I got one post-divorce, said, boundaries bring tantrums. That's data. It kept me grounded. On the 3rd morning, a new number texted, Mr. Hale, a party member asked to reinstate your card for a room lockout. We confirmed you're no longer the sponsor. Please verify you didn't authorize this. I replied, confirmed. I added, note that children were excluded via deck reassignment after payment. I won't sponsor cabins that blocked minors. The rep responded, noted. That word, noted, felt like a flag planted. I exist. My kids exist. The rules apply. Elise joined us for the last afternoon. We sat on the cabin steps while the kids played a chaotic rock game. I told her everything unfiltered. She nodded. I'm proud of you, she said. Not for being mad, but for being clear. It was the first time proud tied to something I did that wasn't just paying. On the drive home, I checked directions. A notification from Mom. An old photo of me on a tricycle captioned, you were sweet once. I deleted it. Implying I was only good when I was compliant wasn't the win she thought. At home, I hung the kids' swimsuits, folded towels into neat stacks, feeling control. That night, I paused the family chat. Not forever, just a breather. The apartment felt still, like fresh snow in summer. I slept deeply for the first time in months. 2 days later, my refund posted, full. The money mattered, but the real proof was the boundary holding. I said no, and the world didn't collapse. We ate s'mores. The kids laughed. The ship sailed without me, a clean metaphor I no longer needed. The fallout kept simmering. Jenna started a Marcus owes Mom an apology petition. An uncle replied, he doesn't. Another, pay your own bills. The dynamic shifted, not dramatically, but enough. The next time someone reached for my wallet through the good son story, they'd find it locked.